I've previously built a small but extremely detailed fishing village with the Conquest Reforged mod, which adds thousands of random detailing blocks and items, but this time around I'm gonna try out the Cocricot mod, which is pretty similar, except that most items are in a more modern style instead of medieval. So once again, let's see what I can build in 10 hours, this time with the Cocricot mod. Okay, here we are in the Cocricot mod. I found this really nice little area. I actually just kind of spawned right over there and just walked over here. We've got this like pretty big island with a bit of a forest on it, and it's giving me ideas already. My brain is tingling with ideas. So my idea that I've had kind of coming into this is I want to build once again another very quaint small little village, but this time more of like a modern themed one, because man, looking at all of the stuff that this mod adds, okay, this is all like the default crap. You can also see the Cocricot mod, it's also like a bit of a texture pack too, so it changes like the look of all the default blocks, like this is stone and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna kind of have to relearn all of the vanilla blocks and what they look like. You can see we've even got like block merging together, so we can make some really nice natural looking pathways, which is gonna be really fun. But yeah, so this is all the default stuff. We can click the next page here to, you know, go to the next page. And so we've got all kinds of like plants and falling leaves. This stuff's kind of similar to the Conquest Reforged mod. But one thing that you'll notice throughout all of these items is that everything is, yeah, a lot more kind of modern looking, way less medieval and more kind of like cutesy. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, this is gonna be insane. Heaps of sign yeah, okay. But, oh, dude, this is like literally what I've had in my head. Like I want to have a house, and then the outside it has like an undercover bit with like these. Okay, why is it down there though? Okay, we'll put them up there with like these hanging down. We got like a little market stall. Oh my God, brother. This is going to be fucking sick. Okay, dude, it is time to get ourselves situated here. Oh my God, look at this water too. How nice does that look? In this area, it's like a bunch of big islands. That's actually sick as hell. I don't know what's going on here, but this is just really cool. So, oh, honestly, see this bit here with the water? Oh, okay, I didn't actually realize, but I think I have the, yeah, okay, I have the tectonic mod. That's why everything looks so cool. But yeah, dude, this area is looking really cool with this water kind of coming in. It's almost like a canal looking thing. It'd be cool to have our village on both sides, but we're gonna have to do a lot of work to this. We're gonna have to solidify this. I don't think I really want this as a cave, and we're probably gonna have to bring these closer together just because I don't really want a massive gap between them. So I think it's time to get to work with the Axiom mod here. I'm going to be using a combination of the elevation tool. So if we set this to flatten up, then it'll, you know, kind of help us make these canals a bit skinnier. I will also probably use the rock tool in here to, you know, fill in this crap and just make it kind of solid land. Okay, well, I am going to get to work doing all of this crap and making this area nice and perfect to work with. So let's get to it. Okay, now don't get too excited. I don't think I'm going to be using all of this area, like probably mainly just these strips beside the water. I also added in like a couple of little beaches on the sides, and dude, I'm super excited to decorate like these canals, add some bridges. Bro, this is going to be sick. What the hell is going on here? Man, I forgot to fill this in properly. Hold on. Okay, that is looking much better. Dude, I'm so excited to get started in this village, so let's just get goddamn to it. Now, that being said, I don't really know where to start, so I think what I'm actually going to do first is a little bit of a bridge that's going to connect these two areas. And so, man, this means we're going to have to build a diagonal arched bridge, which is going to be kind of crazy. So let's have a little bit of a peruse through the blocks that we have. I know that we've got like all these different like types of arches and stuff. They're also in some very kind of strange, like very solid colors. So I don't exactly know how we're going to use them. I'm kind of hoping that there's like stone variants of them. And yeah, dude, there is so many just interior detailing blocks. Like, look at all this like record players and, oh man, freaking radiators. All heaps of different types of chairs. Can we actually sit in them is the question. No, we can't. Wow, I'm disappointed. So yeah, interiors are kind of going to go hard, I think. We're definitely going to be tackling those, so don't worry. Oh my God, they've even got coffee machines. Look at that. You're kidding me. I literally tried to make one of these by hand like ages ago with display entities. But look at that. This thing's like 100,000 times better. All right, so to create this bridge, I'm going to use my classic technique here of using the path tool. So I'm simply going to click on this side and then click on this side. Very simple process, I know. know, kind of crazy, kind of revolutionary. And so what I'm actually going to do is move this point towards the middle and then click back over here again. Then I'm actually going to set this over here to a Bezier curve, and then I'm going to move this middle point up, and you'll see it's just going to like add this nice kind of slope curve between both the points, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to set this to a height I'm happy with. I want it to be pretty tall, but not too tall, you know? So maybe there, just enough for like boats to kind of get under, you know? We should also be able to increase the, okay, that's not really doing what I want it to do. Oh, there we go. Let's just set it to flat. Beauty. Okay, it's a little bit messed up in some points, but that is pretty much exactly what I was wanting. We're gonna have to do some fixing up by hand, but you know, we've got the base shape there right off the get-go, so that is very helpful. I think I'm also gonna uncheck use stairs and slabs. I'm just gonna manually add those in because it's just gonna be way less work than fixing up all this crap. So paste that back in. I'm gonna get to fixing this up, and let's get to it. All right, dude, I'm not gonna lie. This bridge was heaps of fun to build. So first of all, I got the general shape figured out, eventually getting a nice arch added under the bridge for boats to sail under. I also refined the shape a bit more on top to get it looking much smoother. With the shape done, I moved on to the details, getting a path added, some lampposts I got from this Instagram post, and also a light amount of leaves and vines. And now it was onto the most exciting part for me, adding all the little random details I could find with the mod, things like actual barrels, crates, baskets with vegetables, and all kinds of random details. Alright dude, this bridge was heaps of fun to build. I really am happy with how it turned out as well. It's like a semi-modern, semi-like medieval kind of vibe. I don't know. I somehow managed to get medieval added into everything I do. But dude, look at this. There's even little birds and stuff. I'm a little disappointed. They're not animated like in the Conquest Reforged mod. Okay, there's a literal rat. What the fuck? There is a rat. Dude, it's literally just a rat. But they are still very cute. We got a little crow and we've got a seagull over here. They have like 4 heads and it depends on which way you're facing. I don't know. Also love the little details that we can get with this, little baskets, ferns, like angled baskets and barrels and little wine. Oh dude, there's so much stuff. Like just look in here in the interior objects. Like, oh my God, like there's just so much stuff. I cannot wait to get started on the interiors, man. It's going to be actually crazy. But yeah, dude, I am super happy with that. That is a nice little centerpiece to our mini detailed village here. I am kind of nervous to actually get started on the house designs because I've seen what some people have done with this mod, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to that level. We'll see how we go. I may have to use some of those for inspiration, so I'll make sure to add all of those on the screen, you know, if I used it for inspiration, basically. And so I think just before we get to that, I think we should add in a little bit more of a pathway, just so we have a general idea of where to add these houses. And so, well, my idea was to have the path kind of go like this, but I really do not feel like building all of these houses on a diagonal angle. So we're gonna have to kind of restructure my idea here and maybe have the path kind of, I don't know, a little bit more, you know, angular. I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be nicer in getting a little bit more of a realistic layout as well. But I'll just see what I can do with some pathways here, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so here is my idea so far. It might look a little bit weird to you at the moment, but these are going to be kind of like alleyways, I guess. So I want to have like a house here and here, maybe over here too, and then we have like these little alleyways going between them. I don't know, I really like the idea of having like alleyways, and I'm hoping I can get some really cool details added to those as well. So I think let's maybe just get started with the house in this plot right here. Man, I just do not even know where to start. This is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Okay, for this first house, I have found this reference picture. You can kind of see the house that I'm gonna go for. It's very small and in the distance there, so I'm kind of squinting as I'm trying to look at this. But yeah, man, I'm wanting to essentially build this in this plot here, so let's get goddamn to it. I've chosen cherry planks here just for our wood. We also don't have freaking pale oak on this version because we're on like 1.20.4 or something like that. So we got to make do with what we bloody got. So I'm just going to use the clone tool here just to kind of build out the base of the house, you know what I'm saying? Also, I want this to get right next to the goddamn alleyway, okay? I may even make this alleyway path just 2 blocks wide so we can actually put details on it without it blocking the path, you know? Yeah, dude, that's that back portion of the house there. It's a little bit small, so I may end up making this bigger if I need to. I'm also wanting to see how deep slate tiles are going to look for the roof here. It's a little bit annoying. For some reason, like I've looked at a bunch of Cocricot houses, like houses made with the mod, and some of them have like these perfectly slanted roofs, but I just cannot seem to find, you know, the block that is that. You know, there's no roof, there's no slanted, there's no angled. The only thing that I can really find is like this kind of market stall awning that's, you know, isn't really even gonna work at all because I can't get it to join properly. I guess you can, but it's not really the right color. There's no... Oh, actually, hold on. There's a black one. All right, settle down for a second. Maybe this is what they've done. Let me give this a go. Oh, okay. I think it's a little bit too mellow though. I want it to really be like kind of on a 45-degree angle, not so mellow. Let's just clone this around and see how this is gonna look. Yeah, see, as nice as that does look, I think it's just too mellow. And it's gonna be hard to work with too, I think. I think it's just gonna be a lot easier to, you know, add details onto this kind of default stair stuff. I don't know, I might change my mind in the future, but we'll just see how we can go with a roof like this for now. There we go, that's looking better. Okay, let's balance this house out now with this kind of front area that we've got going on. Also, I did find this nice looking gray door that I just kind of want to place like where I think the entrance is going to be. Oh my god, that does not match at all. Never mind. We'll just go with the old cherry. We've already got a boner spawned in here, bro. What? Look at his face. What is that? Dude out here looking like Walton Goggins, man. What the hell? Okay, well, this front little extension part isn't going to be too exciting. I'm literally just probably going to clone that out to there, slap some goddamn walls on, slap a bit of a roof on too. I'm thinking a little bit more of a mellow roof so it doesn't overpower the house itself. That should work a bloody treat right there, I'm reckoning. All right, that is looking pretty freaking sweet. Now, I think it is time to get onto actually the windows. I'm super excited because there is some pretty cool looking window stuff in here. Like, we've got these like window frames. There's all different kind of shapes. We've got like side frames and yeah, there's window brackets. There's heaps of window crap, man. It's kind of crazy. So I think let's go with like a big open window here and see what we can do with this. So with these window what the hell? I place it there and it's floating over here, man. What's going on with that? I guess so it's not in the way of like your other detailing blocks. Oh, look at that. It even like just self-extends over. So what if we did this? Oh, you beauty. Look at that. Now, the only thing is, how do we get this goddamn side thing on? Oh my god, okay, I think I've got it. So we need to put the block out here, and then we can... Oh my god, dude, I've done it. Holy crap, dude. Why is that so... It's not even lined up. Are you... Why? I don't know why this is so hard to get oriented. I need it to be there. Place it there. There we go. I've done it. I've done it. Why is it going inside now? No. Okay, there we go. That is actually working. That is the most annoying system I've ever seen in my life to get window frames added on. Like, I get why it's out there. It's so we can add details like here if we wanted to. So it doesn't take up this block, which is a problem that the Conquest Reforged mod pack had. But this is a very kind of annoying solution, I think. There we go. We've got it. We've got our window frame added on. Now I need to figure out what kind of top I want here. We've also got a curved one, which a little bit extravagant there. Okay, I just spent like 20 minutes fixing this up. I changed the size like 3 times. I think I'm finally happy with this now. Also got it all changed over to black. I think that's looking way better. A lot more contrast as well. And yeah, dude, I am finally happy with the layout of this house. I think it's time to get to more window designs. Probably, you know, the reference has some up here, so we can definitely do that. I also do want to get a little bit of a porch added. Oh my god, dude, I'm destroying everything but the blocks I'm trying to destroy. Like, Jesus, man. Yeah, I want to get like a porch added here. So let's start working on that. I think a nice kind of wide one is going to look nice. And then we can add in like these fence designs that'll kind of be holding up the roof. And that like banister design there looks so nice, man. Also, we can detach this with the Axiom mod. So there we go. We've got like some nice little pillars there. And then squinting at the reference, they have like it's like a gray looking roof. Oh, dude, this is where we can use those market freaking shade cloth things, man. This is going to be the perfect time for that. Give me... Yes, I don't know, like a light blue. That should work pretty freaking sweet, I reckon. Oh my god, that's gonna be so good, my brother. Chuck that on. The only annoying thing is that this roof here is kind of, you know, it's not gonna really work with that. So, oh my god, can I place this on top? Thanks, dickhead. And as you can probably hear as well, we've got some residents moved in. All right, you know what? To fix that problem, all we're gonna do, difficulty, oh, there they go. They're all gone, the dickheads. That is so good. All right, dude. Oh, that actually looks so sweet. That looks awesome, that little porch there. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know how we're gonna do this window up here. We might just have to like do something a little bit basic. We could maybe try this simple window frame thing here. See, we can't even put something on top because the roof is in the goddamn way. We might just have to leave it like that, to be honest, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Also, on the side in the reference, we have this little kind of side slant. I think it'd be really cool if that side slant was kind of open and it was like, you know, the kind of entrance to this alleyway. I think that's gonna look pretty sweet. So let's get this built up. We can have like a nice arch underneath too. Oh my god, that's gonna be so nice, dude. What the hell? Then we do want a super mellow roof, so we'll use our slabs once again. And we might just do something like this, like a stair-step pattern like that. Okay, there we have the final design that I've gone with for this little exterior archway thing. I ended up using this like gray color block because they have these nice like arches through here, and I think that just fits perfectly. We got the path going through that too. Oh yes, dude. I've also just taken the liberty of adding a couple little extra windows around here. And I think for the back, maybe we could add a couple more little windows like this. Maybe like, I don't know, here and here. I don't want to do too many because then we could do something like, you know, I don't know, like a big vine wall or something. I think that's going to look cool. So we can take a look in the plants and nature section. There's a bunch of different stuff in here. Actually, what I want to do is grab these vines from over here because these look freaking sick, man. We've even got like hanging ones too. And these ones like scale as well as you place them. So nice, dude. So I'm thinking let's have like a little bit of a bush kind of hanging off the roof here. And then we can just have heaps of these like vines kind of crawling up from the floor. Actually, they could be crawling up from a little bit of a bush. Oh my god, dude. I'm way too smart of a builder, you know? I'm just kidding, but oh, that is going, oh, man, that's perfect. That looks awesome. I kind of wish these leaves were a bit more randomized because you can, they're very like exactly the same, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, I love that look so much of like the vines creeping up the side. That looks awesome, dude. We've got a bit of another blank wall over here, so let's get something similar going. Maybe even have some right beside this window too. I think we definitely need a little bit more because we have this big blank patch, and do something from like the verticality kind of, you know, from the vertical areas like that. Dude, that is looking pretty cool. And then the front is kind of like pristine. I think maybe we could have a couple, just add a couple little sprinkles of it around here. But I guess around the front here would be like a little bit more maintained. So we'll just get a couple added in here and there. Actually, I'm probably just going to get like a bunch of pot plants on the front here. I think that is going to look awesome. There are so many different types of little plants and stuff. Like, oh man, I don't know why this is just my favorite part of all these mods, is like just all the little details and like the stuff that we can do. Oh man, it's just so good. Like just look at all the different variants of flower pots. Like there's so many. Look at them. Got square. Okay, that one's a bit too big. Small, medium, large. Brother. This is sick. We definitely need a smaller plant in that one. Oh my god, this looks so good, man. Look at that. And then maybe at the front, we can have like a dirt path that connects around here. And then that'll line like a nice little area. We could put a bit of a garden here. I think that is going to be actually beautiful. Oh, it's a bit annoying it doesn't join up with the stone there nicely. So we might have to change some of this stone over to grass just so it kind of blends in a bit better. Yeah, that's nice as, dude. All right, I'm going to get to placing in a bunch of different plants and flowers and stuff along here. And I will be right back. Okay, dude, that was heaps of fun decorating out here. I mean, I didn't go too crazy, you know, but I love, oh man. Like this stuff here, it just makes me tear up. It's that cool and just so cute. I already can't contain myself because I've already headed on to the interior here and gotten a little bit of a start going. So I've planned out this area is going to be the kitchen. I want like a bit of a reading nook over here in front of this window. And so there's not really many good kind of chairs, I guess, for what I'm wanting exactly. I've got two ideas here. So we've got something like this that we could do, or I just did want to try like maybe two of these back to back. Yeah, I mean, that could work. The little flickering here is a little bit annoying, but yeah, I don't know. We might just do kind of this thing. I mean, it's a little bit weird how it kind of sticks out there, but yeah. I've also got some bookshelves that we could probably add like along here. Again, it's a little bit weird. I think I might just stick with this pool chair idea, maybe. I do also definitely want to get some tables. Maybe let's honestly remove that. Let's just have one of these, and then we'll have our table. And on here, we could put on like a stack of books. Then maybe over here, we could have some shelves. maybe just one shelf and then one over here, and we could put like a line of books on these. Yeah, dude, that's a nice little reading nook there. I think we definitely need some plants incorporated. So let's get a little bit of a pot plant. Oh, you bastard. Damn it. Why can't I put it there? Also, I think a bit of a rug here is going to be bloody beautiful. We got round rugs too. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my God, that is perfect. I love it. It just could not be better than that. That is, oh my God, that's beautiful. We do need some lighting in here though. It's a little bit annoying that it's even shaped, so we're gonna have to, I don't know, figure something out for that. Okay, no, I've got it. Because this thing only takes up 1 block, we can put a floor lamp here. It is kind of going to stick through the thing a little bit, which is a bit annoying, but we could do something like that. It's a bit too big, and I can't really find good, like, lampshade head. Let's see if this is going to work. No, see, it doesn't connect. It's a bit annoying, eh? Maybe we just have this hanging from the ceiling. Whoa. You know, that way it doesn't have to actually clip through this thing as well. So maybe we could use a chain. Yeah, that one looks nice. And then, that's a bit annoying. We're gonna have to do that. Yeah, absolute bastard, man. Actually, no, what we can do, let's just shift this whole roof up one. There we go. Our little reading nook. Oh, it's beautiful. You know what else we could use, actually? A freaking painting, man. Oh my God, we've got modern paintings and everything. Give me these. Give them all to me right now. I want to see what all of these look like. Oh my... okay, settle down. Dude, these are just way too good, man. You're kidding me. You're kidding me with this. It's actually beautiful. Oh, and there's different variations too. Oh my God. Okay, we're literally leaving it like that. That is so good. And we'll get another like little random one here or something. Maybe one of them. Yep, that fits beautifully. Look at our reading nook, man. This thing is beautiful. You're kidding me. Oh my God, and you know what? I haven't even gone into the interior section yet. Oh my God, there's even more. Okay, I'm gonna freak out. This is actually so good. I'm tearing up. This is that awesome, dude. No way. Okay, I know exactly what we have to do next. A little bit of a record player on there. Oh my God. Okay, no, I think we gotta swap these around. And then a little bit of a shelf there with some books. You're kidding me. Get them on the other side too. You're joking, bro. That is that good. That is that good that I'm actually about to cry. That is beautiful. Okay, it's time. I've spent like 20 minutes now on this area. We need to move on to the kitchen. Quit your bitching. Okay, dude, there's a whole kitchen and bath set. Oh, dude, it's so good. Look at this. We've got a full gray freaking kitchen ready to go. Let's chuck a bit of a fridge right there, I'm thinking. Then, sink right here. Chuck some of the... Oh my God, brother. Look at it. It's that good. I just cannot believe it. Then what we're going to do, bring this around here. We might just chuck a stove in there too. A little bit of a range hood, please tell me. Oh my God, it couldn't get better. The only annoying thing is that... yeah, our roof here needs to kind of be like that if we want to make a second floor. So I don't know, that might just have to stay like that. Or we just do that. Yeah, that's fine too. We've also got these ones that we can chuck up here. Different variations as well. You're kidding me? And then just wait, dude, because it gets better. You know, we've got details to add on top of these bad boys. We've got a goddamn espresso machine to add in. We've got wine bottles. Oh, bro. You're joking with this. Look at it. Coffee cups. Oh. And then maybe just a stack of plates on top of the fridge. I don't know anyone that does that, but you know, why the hell not? And there we go, dude. Look at that. Is that quick and easy to make a fully detailed kitchen like this? That's kind of insane. It is now time to turn over to the living room. I think we're probably going to get a bit of a staircase off in the corner here as well. So I'm gonna have to try and like, I don't know, work around that as well. Give me a second. Okay, I've sorted out the staircase here. We've even got like a freaking bookshelf integrated into that. We're gonna get a little bit of a sofa added here, I'm thinking, something like that. Then we could get a bit of a table as well with some more. Oh God damn it, it's too low to add books on. That's a bit annoying. You know what, that's all right. We could probably just get another one of these tables added in here and just place them on there. I've also got this black industrial sconce that we could put here. It's not very bright. I don't know what's going on there. Also, I think having it up there would look a lot better. Then, of course, give me the goddamn paintings. Where the hell were they at? Oh, bro, look at them all. I reckon what we do, we could get like a clock over here, get a couple of these dotted around the place, and you know, just, man, just call it a day right there. That is looking beautiful. We could probably get a rug. Probably could get another rug there. Maybe let's try this one. Oh, my God, dude. There's even rug fringes. Look at this. You're kidding me with that. You are joking me with that. They thought of the freaking rug fringes, man. Look at it. That's actually insane. You know, I kind of want a rug that's not gonna touch the edges as much, but it looks like it they're all going to. Like, I want it to kind of be smaller. I think we'll just leave that rugless, to be honest, because, I mean, that's looking freaking sweet as, you know, as it is. I think what it's time to do, head upstairs and get in maybe, I don't know, like this hallway area and like maybe just one bedroom or something. I'm gonna get this all fixed up and figured out, and I'll meet you guys back here in a second. Oh, dude, okay, you're joking with this. I'm literally just going through and figuring out blocks. There's literally curtains, man. Oh, I wonder if there's like open variants. Doesn't look like it. It's a bit annoying that it covers the whole window, but I mean, I guess if you have like a 2 double high window like that, it kind of makes it a bit better. So we could do that. Oh, bro, you're kidding. You're kidding with this. Okay, well, I've got all my stuff figured out for this little like outside bedroom areas. So first I'm thinking we get a little bit of a fence here just for safety, you know what I'm saying. Then we could get maybe a bit of a long table like this, get a lamp there. I'm thinking another one of these industrial sconces. Actually, let's make this table like go over to there, because I've got some boots I want to chuck here. Let's actually even make this smaller, because I got this that I want to chuck there. Then we can put that there, and then this one right here. You're joking with that. All right, it's now time to head into the bedroom and get this figured out, okay? Give me a second, I'm gonna go through all of this crap again. Like, look at all these different bed variants, man. It's kind of insane. Wait, do you see this? Look at this. Can be placed on a half hitbox block. Bro, we can put a book on this table if I can orient it. There we go, look at that. Bang. We got what we wanted. Beautiful. Dude, have a look at the size of these beds. Like, this thing is massive, and you actually you can choose a bed frame. Like, you can choose one of these, and then you can like mix and match your bloody mattresses. Look at it. That is insanely good. Like, let's get this placed in. Oh, bro. I'm thinking some bedside tables. We get a lamp on one, book on the other. And we'll probably get some more of these like photo things here. Bang, bang. Beautiful. I'm thinking we actually change these out for some of these. They just feel a little bit more like bedside table-y, I guess. And then I'm gonna try this for like a bit of a wardrobe thing. Yeah. I don't know, we'll just do like that, I reckon. And then we got some shelves as well that we could probably add some stuff onto. And then maybe over in this corner, we could get one of these tables back with this gramophone thing in the corner. And then I think we have to crack out the rug once again. And yeah, dude, that's our bedroom that we can't even really walk through because these paintings hitbox actually collide with you. But yeah, dude, that is the first house done. That is house 1, and man, I'm pretty sure I've been recording for like 3 hours now. So we've gotten a bridge and 1 house done in like 3 hours. So I might have to kind of pick my pace up now. Well, now that I know, like, I've got a general idea of the blocks and how they work, the next houses should be a lot quicker to do. But dude, this area is gonna look so freaking sweet. We still gotta branch over to this side too. Also, you might be able to see the different colored crap going on here. We can fix that with Axiom. Let's just figure out what biome this is. A forest. So we're gonna go up to the biome painter tool, set this over to bloody well forest, scale it up, and then paint this on everywhere. And then everywhere should become, yes, a nice and uniform green. Let's just get everywhere freaking replaced, man, because I don't know about you, but it's just horrendous having different greens everywhere. Beautiful. Nice and uniform green. Okay, well, I think it is time to get started on our next house. I might honestly get something done over here. I literally have no idea, okay? I'm gonna have to go look up some reference pictures for what to do here. And we'll get started with a bit of a time lapse right now. Okay, this house proved to be a pretty big challenge. I ended up changing the block palette and the size of it like 100 times until I was finally happy with how it was looking, and continued with other smaller details throughout, like lining the windows, adding a fence to mark out the yard, and more details on the house. I felt this house could benefit from a personal little dock, so I built one out, as well as a small sitting area overlooking the water and some nice pretty flower gardens as well. Alright, dude, this one ended up taking quite a while, dude. The house, it was just, I don't know, it was just really challenging. I'm still not completely happy with it. I do really like this side, like with this kind of thing lining here and then like the different color up the top. I feel like I should probably, I can't really do that here though because I have this in the way. I can't add that beam, but I guess I can add that there. I mean, does that even look any freaking better? I don't know. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. Up here, I kind of forgot I wanted to add some flower pots and stuff, so let's get those added in real quick smart here. Bang, bang, bang. Might even get another little one over on this side too. Why the hell not? And yeah, dude, there we have it. That is the exterior of this house done. I also got some lamp posts added throughout here too. I think it is now time to head on inside, which, yeah, there's some crap blocking us here. We're gonna have to, like, slither around it. And let's get started with the interior. Honestly, I think it's probably going to end up very similar to the first one. So I'm honestly just going to smash this out, and I'll be right back with the finished interior. Okay, and there is our completed interior. So we've got our little keyboard nook over here, fully fleshed out kitchen. Once again, we've got like a little entryway, I don't know, drop your crap off on the table. Over here, we've got the living room, and then another little bit of a reading nook over here. I really like how this one turned out. And yeah, that is just about going to do it for our second house there. Our little village is coming along very nicely over here specifically. Yeah, I don't even want to think about the amount of crap I have to get done over here. But I actually had a really good idea for this like area, and I'm thinking like a bunch of market stalls, you know, is going to be freaking amazing. Especially with like all of these different, oh, what the hell are they? Especially with all of these different awnings, and we've got like the little bits that hang down and stuff. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna be able to make some awesome market stalls, especially with all the little details we can cram throughout all of them too. So I think all of this area, I'm gonna make markets, man, and it's gonna look freaking sweet. So let's get goddamn to it. All right, dude, just this time lapse alone ended up taking about 2 hours, which is insane, but essentially I just built up heaps of variations of different market stalls. This third one here is an open style of fruit market, which I think turned out pretty cool. And heading over closer towards the river, I built out 2 more stalls along with another bit of a bigger fruit market. After adding some details to those other stalls, I headed over in front of our first 2 stalls to create another larger one with a filled in back to hang some paintings. I then wanted to create a permanent shop building for a bit of a florist, and man was this heaps of fun designing and of course detailing, getting heaps of pots surrounding essentially the entire thing with plenty of plants and flowers. As for the rest of the gaps in the market, I filled them in with some more stalls selling various things like clocks, trinkets, and more. Alright dude, and here is the completed market. I think this turned out freaking sweet, man. Like, this is probably the best market that I've ever built. Like, I love this flower shop, dude. It's just so nice. And we've got heaps of just various stalls selling various random crap. Like, we got a little like store over here selling like trinkets and little bugs and flower samples and stuff. Like, it's kind of crazy. Honestly, looking at this, I'm now realizing there's definitely a distinct lack of just kind of scattered crap everywhere. So I might just do one final pass, adding in maybe like some grass, barrels, crates, and everything just kind of scattered around. So just give me a second. Okay, dude, that is looking much better. We've just got little piles of barrels and just random details scattered around now. Plenty of ferns as well, all throughout. And dude, I just have to mention that, well, this entire area so far has taken 6 hours, man. So we quite literally only have 4 hours left to go, and I still need to decorate all this side. I seriously don't know how I'm gonna do it, but man, our village so far is looking freaking awesome, dude. Even with how small it is, like just the amount of details and like the fact you can just walk into any of these houses and it's fully furnished as well. It's just, I don't know. I love that so much, dude. And so what it is now time to do is head over to the other side and plan out all of the pathways with hopefully a couple of houses that we're gonna be able to get done. I think I'm gonna be able to get quite a few more because, you know, I've kind of figured out how to make them in this mod. So hopefully it's gonna be a bit quicker and easier. I'm gonna get to planning out these pathways. Let's get to it. Okay, well there is our pathways figured out. So I'm planning on having like a house here, here, and probably down here if I can get to it. But actually before that, I've kind of realized that I still haven't actually really done much decorating to this, you know, the water. I've added a little dock here, but I mean, it's kind of hidden behind the freaking bridge anyway. So I think I definitely want to add some like pathways coming down and like just maybe some like big wooden docks and just, I don't know, just go kind of crazy down here in the canals. So I'm actually going to get stuck into doing this right now, and then we'll head up to building the rest of this. So let's get to it. Okay, starting off my river decorating spree, I first built up 2 small boat designs. The first one a sort of sailboat, and this second one a small, I don't know, just a boat, dude. Once I'd gotten them both done, it was now time to start adding some docks around the place, with this first one being next to the bridge and also quite large. The second one would branch off from the market area's pathway and be a little bit of a smaller one. And as for the final one on the opposite side of the river, I decided on a slightly larger one with plenty of barrels and crates for detail. Alright dude, the village is shaping up nicely now. I really like that we've just added a little bit of decoration to the river. Honestly, I don't think I'm done. I feel like I'm going to come back to this and add a little bit more somewhere. if I have time, because now it is time to get started on the houses on this side. I'm thinking this back one I'm gonna get started with first. I don't really know the shape or anything about it, and yeah, let's just get started with the time lapse for this one right now. Alright, so for this house I decided on a slightly different block palette along with an L shape to the whole thing, as I felt it'd fit the area quite nicely. I played around with black pillars on the corners, but instead opted for a different colored top portion under the roof along with some very big window designs. For the front yard I added a porch and pathway along with plenty of plants and flowers. Heading on inside, I copied over our previous kitchen design to save some time and also built out the living room with a big couch, lamp and plenty of details. As for the other side of the house, I felt a big grand library area would be cool, as well as a piano. Okay dude, and now with our new house, this left side is starting to get filled out and it's starting to actually feel like a village now. So let's take a closer look at our house design. I feel like I definitely did go pretty heavy on the windows here. I don't know, I could have dialed it down a little bit, but I'm actually pretty happy with this little garden. I would really like if these plants could be like... You're kidding me. I was gonna say if these could be extended up taller. You're actually joking, they can be. I mean, I didn't even try it, so... But wow, that's like exactly what I'm wanting. Maybe like that. Bro, you're kidding me. That's actually freaking perfect. Okay, dude, that looks way better now. Holy crap. That's like the look that I was going for. That's awesome. A little flower gardens on the sides. Color coordinated, of course. Heading on inside. Onto the left, we've got our library area with a little bit of a phallic kind of shaped thingamajig here. Just don't worry about that. But we've got like, you know, his and hers kind of side where you can read stuff. Got the piano, of course, the kitchen, and also the living area. I don't know. I think this one turned out pretty nice. Definitely more of like a modern kind of minimalistic, not really minimalistic, but I don't know, more of like a modern vibe, I guess. And I think it turned out pretty cool. Oh my god, dude, these doors have like X-ray. Look at that. What the hell's going on there? Okay, well, and yeah, that pretty much leaves us now with this area down here that we need to fill out. So I'm probably just gonna go for... you know, another goddamn house design. And well, I tried out my house idea, but it just simply was way too different of a style to fit in, so I scrapped it. And thankfully, I found this awesome image of some stores and decided to replicate these in my world, starting with a fishing shop with a unique yellow accent. So after finishing the exterior, I headed straight inside to fill it out with a register, freezers with bait, and rods and knives for sale. A second store was definitely in order, so I duplicated the previous one, changed the block palette up a bit, and headed straight back inside to create a little bit of a lighting store selling all types of lamps and candles. Back outside, it was definitely time for some smaller details, so I added plenty of barrels, crates, and creeping vines around all of these new shop buildings. In front of these new stores, I felt a tree grove of sorts would look cool, with several trees all at different stages of growth, the youngest at the front and the oldest ones at the back. I sprinkled in pathways and ferns until turning my attention to this spot that definitely needed a flower garden, and dude, I don't know what it is about this one, but I just love it. We still had plenty of blank space around this side of the village that I opted to fill in with plenty of fields of wildflowers, and to finish up I added heaps more street lamps along all of the pathways. Okay, we are not actually done just yet. There's one more special thing I need to do with this shovel, but I do just want to quickly have like a little closer look at these, you know, new areas we've built. I love how these stores turned out, man. Like, I don't know what it is about them. They're just so like cozy. Like this little fishing store, man, it's just beautiful. I love it. And then heading over to the candles and lamps store, we've got, you know, all kinds of candles and bloody lamps. Oh my god, there's a freaking spot there that I missed. What the hell? Let's see what one of these weird things look like. Oh, okay. Let's go with a mid-century table lamp. Okay. So yeah, we got two massive kind of permanent stores as opposed to our kind of market area that's, I guess, temporary. And dude, this little grove here, like this orchid of trees. Oh man, I just love like the grid layout and everything. This garden as well, definitely my favorite. Man, this whole town just turned out way better than I thought it would. And we literally have, yeah, we quite literally have like 5 minutes left on the clock because I started at 8:30 this morning and it is just about turning 6:30 now. So if my math turns out right, I think that's about 10 hours. And so the final thing I want to do with this shovel is just go ahead and plant a whole bunch of spruce trees to kind of nicely frame this village. Because right now, you know, it's just kind of open on all the sides and this will just really help kind of make it feel more, I don't know, enclosed and cozy, I guess. Oh my god, why are all the leaves disappearing? You're kidding me. Why is it doing that? If I turn this up, look at that. What is going on there? Honestly, I kind of like those smaller trees. I don't know. Yeah, that's all right, actually. They're like mini spruce trees, I don't even know. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of surround our area with all of these. So just give me a moment and I'll be back with the final look at our village. All right, dude, and there it is. That's our final village. It doesn't look like much from afar. And I mean, yeah, saying that I spent 10 hours on this is kind of crazy, but dude, once you take a look up close, you'll see all of those finer details more clearly. All the buildings have interiors, which is something I very rarely do. So just kind of embrace this goddamn moment, okay? Everything is fully furnished, ready to go, ready to live in, man. And I am super happy with how everything turned out. I don't know about you, but be sure to let me know what you think. I literally had no experience with this mod at all. So, I mean, I'm sure I'm probably still missing a lot of stuff. Like, there's heaps of pictures online with roofs that are like perfectly smooth, like these awnings. I don't know how they've done that. I could not find them at all anywhere, so I don't know, maybe let me know how to do that and I could possibly revisit this mod in the future. But yeah, dude, that is our village all finally done. Here it is from afar as well with the ortho camera mod looking absolutely beautiful. And yeah, dude, if you want to download this mod for yourself, be sure to check out the description for my Patreon, as the download will be up over there. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.